everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jessica. If you are, I am back from a brief filming hiatus. I had the flu, which was miserable, and I always just like to take a little bit of a break at the end of the month once all of my projects are updated, but I'm excited to sit down and film for you the update for my rolling project pan. So this is a project that I continue from month to month. I don't start it over at the beginning of the year, but I do kind of like to add some new products in January of each year and just make some long-term goals for my panning for the new year. So this is my first update of 2025, and it is not a great one, but it is a progress update all the same. If by any chance you are new here and are just discovering me, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you join my YouTube community and follow along on my panning projects. And if you are returning, so good to see you again, and I appreciate you so much for clicking on this video. Let's jump on into the update. I always start with a product that has been in this project the longest, and I'm gonna give all of you a moment to guess what that product is. I'm pretty sure you know what it's gonna be. I have been working on this little sample size blush from the Balm for now over a year. I brought this into the project in January of last year, and my goal for this originally was to use up this product entirely, but now my goal is just to hit pan on it because it is an impossible goal, at least it seems to be. Here's the footage from this blush, all of the months of updates from last year. When I first brought it into the project, it was weighing 13.14 grams, and the progress on this has just been very slow. I am making progress, I know for sure, because the weight has gone down each and every month, but it just seems to be much deeper than I originally anticipated, and this is a very firmly pressed blush, and it has been very difficult for me to make substantial progress on it and to see much progress on it in each of these update videos. In recent months, it has finally started to look significantly lower in the size of the pan, but the pan is still elusive. There's a more significant dip on the right side of the pan. That's definitely where I'm concentrating my brush, and hopefully you're able to see that in these videos. Here is what this blush was looking like last month after 260 uses. It was weighing 12.33 grams. I reached for it 23 more times in the past month, making for 283 uses total, and here's what the blush is looking like today. Today it's down to 12.25 grams, so I've used 0.08 grams of product in those 23 uses, and as you can see, there is still no pan in sight, and I am just wondering when it will finally reveal itself. I'm really hoping it's getting close, but it's really hard to say. It might be another month, it might be another 2 months, it might be another 2 uses. I really don't know, but I will update you as soon as I get a pan on this. I think I'll do like a little YouTube short just to notify all of my viewers that we did finally hit the goal on this blush, because it's gotta happen eventually. It's gotta, you know, it's not gonna go on like this forever. So I'm just gonna keep consistent on it, and eventually when this does hit pan, I'm going to throw it away because I've just had enough of it, okay? So that one's staying in. The next item is this lipstick from KVD. This is their studded lip cream in the shade Cathedral. And I had this in my project for a chunk of time earlier in 2024, and then I gave it a big long break and brought it back into the project in September of 2024. And at that time it was weighing 25 grams and it was looking like this. I've been reaching for this consistently, but it's a very thick and pigmented lipstick, so the product doesn't get used up very quickly, even reaching for it on a regular basis. But I have been reaching for it consistently, and it has made some progress in the months that it's been in this project since September. Here is what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 24.49 grams, and this was after 22 uses in the project. I reached for it 8 additional times, making for 30 uses total, and here's what it's looking like today. Today it's down to 24.29 grams, so I've used 0.2 grams of product in those 8 uses, and I've now used it, like I said, 30 uses total. And while I am happy with the progress I've been able to make, and I'm really loving the size of this little nub where I'm at now, it's getting very close to being empty. I still have a ways to go on this one, and it is a very fall toned color, and I'm just not loving reaching for a shade like this, especially now that we've hit the month of February. I'm really going to be wanting to reach for more cool tones, pinks, just more like lighter, brighter colors as we start to get into spring. And I have decided to roll this lipstick out just for the time being and bring it back into the project again, probably in like August. and get my final uses on it in the last months of this year. I think if I bring it in August with those 4 months remaining, I should be able to empty this in 2025. That is my ultimate goal for it. But I just don't want to force myself to reach for something when I have other lipsticks that I'm trying to pan, and this color just isn't working for what I want to be wearing during this time of year. So we'll give this one a little break, but it's not goodbye for long. We'll see her back soon, and I'm just excited to get used on some other lipsticks in the meantime. So that one is rolling out, but in total, while it's been in this project since September, I used it 30 times and I used up 0.71 grams of product. I also have this drawn in my little notebook here, so you can see that here it was where I started in September of last year, and each time I've been able to, I've drawn a new sliver of the product that I've been able to use, and we are all the way down there. So I've used maybe about half, maybe a little bit less than half, but I know that once I get into the later parts of this year, I'm going to be able to use it a lot more frequently and hopefully see a lot more progress on it. But until then, I'm going to put her back into my lipstick drawer, and maybe I'll reach for it once or twice in those interim months if I'm wanting like a rusty brownish nude like this, which really is a pretty color and I do enjoy wearing it. I just want to give some other lipsticks some attention now that we are getting close to the spring months. This next item has also been in the project since September of last year, and that is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Magic Vanish in the shade medium, and this is basically a color correcting concealer, and my goal for this one is to use it up. So here's what this product was looking like when I first brought it into the project in September. It was weighing 22.04 grams. I didn't have a ton of product remaining in here. I already had a good sized pan on it, but I knew that this was going to take me a few months to get through. Here's how the pan has been expanding over the past several months. It's been getting nice little jumps from month to month. But I don't reach for this product every single day, so it's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. But that's also the nature of this product, and one of the reasons I wanted to pan it is that it's something that I kind of forget about reaching for, so I wanted to make sure I am reminded to reach for this product and use it up before it eventually expires. Here is what this product was looking like last month. It was weighing 20.38 grams after 52 uses, and it was getting quite close to being finished. It had a very large pan, very close to the edges here. I reached for it 10 times in the past month, making for 62 uses total, and here's what it's looking like today. Today it is down to 20.09 grams, so I've used 0.29 grams of product, and as you can see, I am very, very close to having this finished up. It's just in that right side of the pan that I have remaining, and I am very close to finishing this. I think if I reach for this 10 or so more times this month, it should be empty by the next update, and I'm very much looking forward to that. It's just not really a product that I need in my collection right now, and I might repurchase it eventually or something similar to it, but I'll just be happy to have it out once this remaining product here is gone. Next, I have the foundation I'm currently panning. This is from Sephora, their Best Skin Ever foundation, and I brought this into the project in November of last year. My goal for this one is to finish up. When I first brought it into the project, it was weighing 91.6 grams, and it was basically full at that time with just maybe a little bit of product missing from the top. So here's what this product was looking like when I first brought it in. The progress on this foundation has been pretty quick and very satisfying to watch. Here is what it was looking like last month after 35 uses. It was weighing 82.75 grams. In the past month, I reached for it 16 additional times, making for 51 uses total, and here is what this foundation is looking like today. Today it is at 78.5 grams. I've used 4.25 grams of product in the past month, and I would say we are at about the halfway point on this foundation, and that feels very good. I think with maybe just like 3 or 4 more months of use, we should have this one empty, and I am, in the meantime, very much enjoying this foundation. I think it's a great one for the price, and I have been mixing it with my Glow Recipe Dewdrops, and these two together has been quite a nice combination. It just adds a little bit more hydration and sheers out this foundation just a little bit more, and I have really been enjoying those two together. So if you have this product and you want to try mixing it with a foundation, I would recommend trying it, especially if you have more dry, aged skin like myself. Next, we have the bronzer that I'm currently panning. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, the famous butter bronzer, and my goal for this one is to hit pan on it. I brought this into the project in November of last year. Here's what it was looking like. It was weighing 56.21 grams. I've been making gradual progress on this in just the few months I've been working on it, in the process of wearing down that embossing on the surface. Here is what this bronzer was looking like last month after 52 uses in the project. It was weighing 53.91 grams. I I reached for it 24 more times, making for 76 uses total. And here's what the bronzer is looking like today. Today it is down to 53 grams, so I've used 0.91 grams of product in the past month, very close to a gram. And hopefully you'll see that the embossing has worn down even more. Maybe you'll even see a slight dip starting to form in that bronzer. This bronzer is quite deep from what I remember, and it can take a long time to hit pan on it, so we'll just see how much longer it takes me. I'm guessing maybe at least a couple more months before I hit that pan, and I have another bronzer that I want to work on once I do eventually hit that goal. So this one will not be used up in this project, at least not during this little stint of time, but I'm really enjoying reaching for it. I absolutely love this formula, and I've already gone through one of these bronzers in the past, and I'm just really happy to finally be reaching for it once again. So this one will be staying in for the near future. Next item is from Too Faced. This is their Melted Liquid Lipstick in the shade Chihuahua, and this is actually just a little mini size of that product, and my goal for this lipstick is to use it up this year. I had this in my project last year. It actually wasn't officially in a project, it was just in my plan to pan list, and I hoped to use it as much as I possibly could, which I did use it a ton last year, and it used up a lot of product, and now I am close enough where I'm going to give that final push and try and use it up entirely. So here's what this lipstick was looking like when I brought it into the project in November. It was weighing 8.7 grams. I've been reaching for this consistently, but the progress is kind of hard to see, but I have been making progress in the weight category. Here is what it was looking like last month. This was after 19 uses in the project. It was weighing 8.1 grams. I reached for it 5 times this month, making for 24 uses total, and here's what this lipstick is looking like today. Today it is 7.87 grams. I've used 0.23 grams of product in those 5 uses, and while I still have a substantial amount of product remaining in this lipstick, I think I am starting to get pretty darn close. The product is very much contained to this last little section of the component, and while it seems like just a little bit of product, I'm sure that it's more than I even can imagine, and it's probably going to take me at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 more months to get through the remainder of this lipstick. But this is a really pretty nude. It's one of my favorite nudes to wear. It lives in my purse. I reach for it anytime. I just want something easy that I don't have to think about. There's the swatch of it for you to see. So pretty. It's like a pretty neutral color, not too cool, not too warm. The only problem with it is that it really does transfer onto my teeth very easily, so I have to be very careful when I reach for this lipstick, but it lasts a long time, and once that initial product dries down, I don't have that problem. So I just have to be mindful of it and be careful, and hopefully avoid being embarrassed by having lipstick on my teeth in the future, just by being more mindful of that. So this one's staying in, but I'm excited to share an empty lipstick with this one very soon. The next product is a bit of a challenge for me. This is from ColourPop, one of their Super Shock shadows, and this is in the shade Krinkle, and my goal for this one is just to hit pan on it. I brought this into my project in December as like a little Hail Mary pass, hoping that I could hit pan on it during that month. Obviously that didn't happen, but this is one of the few remaining Super Shock shadows in my collection yet to have a pan on it, so it's in this project to try and help me to get there. Here's what this eyeshadow was looking like when I first brought it into the project in December. It was weighing 18.74 grams. Here's what it was looking like last month after 3 uses. It was weighing 18.6 grams, and in the past month I reached for it just 1 additional time, making for 4 uses total, and here is what it's looking like today. Today it's down to 18.57 grams, so I used 0.03 grams of product in that 1 use, and I don't know if you're going to see much of a difference from last month to this month, but I did use it once, but it's going to take more than 1 use for me to hit my goal of pan on this one, and I'm not sure why I didn't reach for it more during the month of January. I feel like that would have been the perfect time to reach for a icy blue shade like this. I don't know, haven't really been feeling it. I also was sick for like a good week, so wasn't in the mood to wear like fun makeup during that time, and just kind of in a makeup rut at work, not really wanting to wear fancy makeup at work, so it is what it is. There's a swatch of that eyeshadow. It is quite pretty. It's just not something that I want to reach for on a regular basis, but that is going to have to change if I want to hit my goal of pan on this eyeshadow. So I'm going to definitely try and up my uses on this eyeshadow in the next month. Maybe try and reach for it 5 times. I think I can do that. You definitely can incorporate it into more neutral looks in more subtle ways by just, you know, using it as a liner, using it in the outer corner, using it in the lower lash line. It's possible. So I'm gonna try and push myself to reach for it that way, and maybe give it like 1 star the show look at least during the month of February. So that one will be staying in, but hopefully not for very long. I just need to really push myself to use it so that I can hit that goal. This next item is a long haul item for me for this year, and I'm not intending to use it up entirely, but wouldn't that be fun if I did? So this one is a liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors. This is in the shade Stone, and I've just had this for so long, and it's one of my favorite liquid lipstick shades that I have, at least in this like color story of liquid lip, and I am very looking forward to just seeing what I can do on this. It's kind of an experiment for me. So this came into the project last month. It was weighing 28.16 grams, and my goal for this lip product is just to use it 5 times per month, and I think I should be able to make a big significant change on this lip product by meeting that goal each month. I did meet that 5-use goal during the month of January. I used it exactly 5 times. Today it is down to 28 grams, so I use 0.16 grams of product in those 5 uses. And I don't know how much of a difference you'll be able to see in the component of this product, but I'm just happy to know that I was able to use it not only 5 times, but 5 days. And that's not counting reapplication. I just count it for each day that I'm wearing it. And I am wearing it today on my lips, along with like a more rosy colored lip liner, and then topped with a lip gloss. There is a swatch of the color. I just think it's so gorgeous. I love a like mauve-y, cool toned pink. It's like a pinky nude, and I just think it is so pretty, especially during this time of year. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to roll out that KVD lipstick, just to give more attention to these lip products that are more appropriate for this time of year, and that I really am gravitating towards during these cool, merging into spring months. So love having this in this project, and I'm excited to see what will happen to it during the course of this year. It's a similar story, a long haul goal for this eye pigment. This is from Your Minerals in the shade Brown Hypnotic. Your Minerals Sweden is the brand, and it is just a beautiful eye pigment, and it's a very pretty like taupey, almost like purpley, sparkly brown shade. I really, really like this eyeshadow. I do have it on my eye look today. It's kind of like in the center of my lid, but I topped it with lots of like glittery things, so I don't know how well you'll be able to really find it out in this eye look, but it is there. Same with Stone. I want to use this product 5 times each month, and this month I did reach that 5-use goal. When I first brought this into the project, it was weighing 14.41 grams, and after those 5 uses, it is down to 14.38 grams. So I used 0.03 grams of product in those 5 uses, and I'm very happy to have met that goal, and just happy to be getting use on this very, very beautiful eye pigment that otherwise has been neglected for years. So really excited about this one, and gonna just keep chipping away at it. Kind of similar to the eye pigment I had in my project last year. There's a swatch of it. You can see how sparkly and pretty it is. I absolutely love these taupey brown shades, and it has been really fun to reach for when I want a cool toned eye look. So that one will be staying in for the entirety of the year. The next item is this Franken blush that I made from Hourglass, which happens to live in this Charlotte Tilbury powder packaging. So inside here, I have combined 2 blushes from Hourglass that shattered and broke apart, and I was able to salvage the product and put them together into this compact. And now I'm using this product as mainly a highlighter, blush topper type product. My goal for this Franken blush is to use it up entirely. It already had a pan on it when I first brought it into this project. Here is what it was looking like when I brought it in last month. It was weighing 53.54 grams. I reached for it 15 times this month, making for 15 uses total, and here's what it's looking like today. Today it's down to 53.15 grams, so I used 0.39 grams of product from last month to this month, and I'm hoping that you'll see quite a big jump in the size of that pan from last month to this month. And this product is an absolute joy to use. It's the perfect natural highlighter. It gives a nice glow without being super sparkly, and it's not quite pigmented enough to be a blush alone for me, but it's beautiful as a blush topper and as a highlighter, and I'm really enjoying reaching for it. And I think this will be quite easy for me to finish up entirely. I'm just going to continue to plug away at it, and if I reach for it every single day, that should not be difficult for me to do at all. So I'm really excited just to watch this pan expand with all of you, and I'm hoping this should be out in the next several months. And the last product I have been working on is this Gold Bond Ultimate Cream. This is their neck and chest age defense cream. I brought this in last month with the goal to use it up. It was weighing 33.25 grams last month. I used it 9 times, and it is empty. Today it's weighing 13.87 grams. So in those 9 uses, I used 19.38 grams of product, and she is as empty as she can be, and we are throwing this one in the trash. And I'm really happy I brought this into the project because I'd had it for so long and just couldn't get it used up, and with the help of Project Pan, I finally did. So that is our first success for this update. Those are the updates on all of my 10 products, and I have those 2 rolling out, the 1 empty and that lipstick that's taking a little bit of a hiatus. So that means I have 2 new products to bring into this project, which I'm very excited to work on, and they come from my 2025 planned pan list. The first one, I'm kind of kicking myself I didn't bring it in last month because I really do need the whole year to work on this product, but better late than never. This is from NARS. This is their Laguna Cream Bronzer, and I have the shade Laguna 2, and I already have a pan on this bronzer, but I have a significant amount of product remaining, and I really want to get this product used up during the course of this year. Here is what this bronzer is looking like today. You can see I have a nice little size pan in the center there, but the sides of that product are very tall with a lot of product remaining, and I've got my work cut out for me on this one. But it is a bronzer I really love. It's very blendable. It's the perfect color for me, and I'm just excited to see what I can do on this bronzer during the course of this year. I'm not convinced I'll be able to finish it up entirely, but I really am going to try, and I think this will be a fun one to track along with you. As of today, this bronzer is weighing 52.77 grams, and I'm excited to pan something new. I have never panned a cream bronzer before, and I absolutely love this product, and I paid a pretty penny for it, so it'll be great for me to get my money's worth on it. So that is the first one coming in. And since that KVD lipstick is taking a hiatus, I am bringing in a different lipstick to take its place. This one is from Lancome. This is the shade number 246, which is like a really pretty bright pink color. Here it is in the bullet. You can see I have a very large amount of product remaining on this lipstick. It's barely been used in the time that I've had it in my collection. I'll go ahead and give you a quick little swatch. It's a very bright corally pink, and I think this will be beautiful for the month of February, as well as once we start to get into the spring and summer months. There is a swatch of it right there, and while it is a bright pink, it's not like obnoxiously bright, and this is something I can see myself wearing as a cream blush quite frequently as well. It has a very creamy, emollient, dewy formula, and I think that'll be really nice on the cheeks, as well as something that I can easily mix with a lot of other lip products and get use on it quite regularly. So my goal for this one is to empty it out. I think it's going to take me quite a bit of time for me to get to that point, but we'll never know if we don't start, and we'll never know if we don't try. So this is my new lipstick product that is coming in, and I'm excited to finally get use on it because it was in my plan to pan in 2024, and it didn't get much use last year at all, and it is also in my plan to pan for 2025, and hopefully this is the year that it finally gets that use that I'm hoping to get on it. So that is all for my rolling project pan update for the month. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a quick thumbs up before you leave. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. But other than that, I appreciate you so much just for watching this video and being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sending my love out to you wherever you are in the world that this video finds you, and I hope you're doing well, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. But until then, take care. Bye!